Welcome back to Banter Mode, where dreams are built with dirt and I wield a hoe like it's a life philosophy. Today, we're cracking open a brand new Stardew Valley save with the Meadowlands Farm, because what's more comforting than soft bluegrass, warm eggs, and existential dread in pixel form? Meet my newest agrarian alter ego, Banterroot. He's half root vegetable, half commentary track, and all in on starting a cozy chicken empire. Why? Because nothing says early game dominance like 2 hens and a deep fear of Joja Mart. We'll be tilling, planting, watering, chopping, and making friends with birds who lay breakfast. And somewhere in between, we might even get emotionally attached to a parsnip. It happens. So fluff your hay beds, sharpen your scythes, and let's turn this bluegrassy plot into a blue ribbon farm, one sarcastic cluck at a time. This is a brand new save. I've played plenty of Stardew Valley in the past, probably hundreds of hours. Let's see, my current save that I still have, 68 hours, so I think besides that character, I've probably played 100 or 200 hours or so. So I'm pretty familiar with the game. I'm hoping to excel on like every front. Like I'm going to be juggling it all, I hope. Banterroot will be the name. Did I want to put 2 R's in Banterroot? Yes, I did. And it'll be Chucklewood Farm. My favorite thing is banter. Do I want a cat? Animal appearance. Interesting. A gray cat. So I like to randomize my characters until I find something somewhat akin to what I'm looking for. This is looking good. Okay. I won't skip the intro. I do want to see that intro. Can we... Okay, I was thinking I do want to turn the music off because I'm gonna have music in my YouTube shorts. Maybe I can just... I think I'm gonna change the volume in a moment after the intro is done. And for my very special grandson, I want you to have this sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Now let Grandpa rest. XX years later, 20 years later. Joja, join us, thrive, work, reset, work, rest. Smile, you're with Joja. Terminated sign on that desk. Life's better with Joja. There I am in the middle. Am I like shorter than everyone? I'm like head under everyone. I'm like a kid working at an office or something. Those are old school mouse here. Old school computer, very cool. Can I toggle these Suddenly I want to play one of these office simulators. Okay, I've got to change my view on my shorts recording. Still a bit off. Okay, I might have to tweak that on the for the next episode. Dear Banterroot, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life: real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Chucklewood Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. You know you'll honor the family. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? That's not Pam, is that Pam? Pam is the bus driver. Maybe this is why the bus stops working. The bus fails. That guy's a bad driver. That guy will wreck the bus, and then Pam has to save the day, fix the bus, and then she'll drive it much better. Hello, you must be Banterroot. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. Looks like a mess. I've got a big mess to clean now. This is Chucklewood Farm. Yeah, uh-oh. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. The house looks not bad. And here we are, your new home. There's Mayor Lewis. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, Mayor of Pelican Town. I think I've got to turn volume back up. It was too high at first, but now I can barely hear it at all. I wonder why. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. I think the volume's good now, hopefully. So you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. It does look like a good house. Look at how much wood I have. That's like half the house of wood. I'm all set for that. a wood furnace, though. Wood-burning furnaces, that's kind of a pain. 24/7, you have to feed the wood-burning furnace if it's cold. Uh-oh. Rustic, that's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Rude. I agree, it's not that bad. I guess even if it was that bad, why does Robin have to come down on it? Don't listen to her, Banterroot. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. That's exactly what it is. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. That kind of negativity for advertising really puts me in a pickle here. Like, if I do buy a new house, which I do want to, now I'm like playing into, I'm like encouraging her. She should just come down on bad things and then we'll have to pay to make it better. So difficult. There's a lot of interpersonal difficulties in this game. We're going to see a lot of this kind of stuff. Tomorrow, you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Robin Lewis. So we get this parsnips to start things off. You received 15 parsnips. Here's a little something for you, something to get you started, Mayor Lewis. I wish maybe the seed seller should have given these. That would have been nice. Weather report. Welcome to Coz VTV 5, your #1 source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now, the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Welcome to Welwick's Oracle, the only show where the voice of the spirits is channeled directly to you. The spirits feel neutral today. The day is in your hands. Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. This one's for all you greenhorns out there. Chop wood and search for wild forage to earn some cash while waiting on your first harvest. Okay, let's optimize everything now. I can put this here. I like to have my bed there and the TV right as soon as I get out. So no, do not go to sleep this soon. But that's an optimal setup. Oops, I didn't place the plant. Back on the table. A bonsai tree. Nothing like smashing rocks and questioning life choices. Classic rural therapy. Classic rural therapy. This grass didn't stand a chance. Neither did my GPA before Stardew Valley. Neither did my GPA before I found Stardew. Chopping trees like I'm avenging my cubicle years. This scythe really brings out my inner lawnmower samurai. Goodbye rocks, hello potential. Stardew Valley's Stardew's version of spring cleaning is just unlicensed landscaping. Why, yes, I'm the Lorax now. The Lorax who came to prune. Every tree I chop down is one fewer place for birds to judge me from. I named this boulder capitalism and smashed it with a pickaxe. Very therapeutic. Clearing grass like I'm reclaiming my inner peace, one pixel at a time. Okay, let's see if I can get head into town to get some stuff from Pierre's. What are my journal missions? Introduction. It would be a nice gesture to introduce yourself around town. Some people might be anxious to meet the new farmer. I've met Mayor Lewis and Robin. Getting started, if you want to become a farmer, you have to start with the basics. Use your hoe to till the soil, then use a seed to pack on the tilled soil to sow a crop. Water every day until the crop is ready for harvest. Cultivate and harvest a parsnip. Will do. First of all, let's go into town and get some additional seeds. I know I'm definitely going to want to get all of the peas right away because peas regrow over and over. Okay, we have 3 villagers to meet. So let's. I want to write some jokes with ChatGPT to have a nice joke introduction. I'm going to meet villagers in Stardew Valley, and I would like to have an answer to introduce myself with. First of all, I'll talk to Gus. Introduce myself. I would. Let me start this over actually. Write a joke for me to. Write a joke for me to introduce myself. Gus said, "Well, hello there. I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardrop Saloon." Nice to meet you, Gus. I'm Banterroot. Part-time farmer, full-time customer. If your omelets are half as charming as your mustache. Next, I see Marnie in the market. Marnie said, "Ah, Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie." "Hi, Marnie. I'm Banterroot. New in town, but already emotionally attached to 2 chickens I haven't met yet. I think we're going to get along just fine." And next, Pierre. Pierre said, "Hey, it's Mr. Banterroot, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price. Nice to meet you, Pierre. I'm Banterroot, growing dreams, selling parsnips, and resisting the urge to plant a competitor across the street. Let's make some root-based revenue together. Okay, so bean starters. I'm going to want 6 bean starters. I've got a bit of a layout planned. I should have thought about this. I can't get too many more other than this. Maybe I'll... do I want any more? I could either... Maybe I could just get some more parsnips, because my inventory is full. Will I just head back? I think I'll just head back. Any more people I can meet? Here's Abigail. Next, Abigail. Next, I met Abigail by the fire in Pierre's shop. She said, "Oh, that's right. I heard someone new was moving onto the old farm." Yep, that's me, Banterroot. I've already bonded with a chicken and challenged a tree to a duel. The farm's in very responsible hands. Caroline's not in at this time. I think I want to meet some more villagers. If I don't have to go too far, maybe I'll just make a loop. Here's Penny. Next, I met Penny by the tree she likes to sit by. Penny said, "Oh, hello, I'm Penny." "Hi, Penny, I'm Banterroot. I'm new in town, still learning the soil and the social cues. If you see me talking to parsnips, Just assume I'm practicing. Okay, I think I can catch up with these two. Maybe this will be enough for now. I'll get to Haley. Next, I caught Haley walking towards the woods. Is that what it is? What's the woods? It's, what is this west area? I think that's, I forget what this area is called. She said, "Oh, you're that new farmer boy, aren't you?" "That's me, Banterroot. I left my corporate job to till soil and talk to ducks." Glamorous, right? Leah was right there too, coming into town. She said, "Hello, it's nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too. I'm Banterroot. Just a humble dirt sculptor with a watering can and a dream." Oh, hello on Twitch. I'm doing well, Victoria. This is a brand new Stardew Valley save. It's very exciting. Next, Sam. He said, "Hey, I'm Sam. Good to meet you." "Yo, Sam. I'm Banterroot. Part-time farmer, full-time air guitarist." Full-time air guitarist when no one's looking. We should totally jam sometime. Once I learn an instrument. All right, that's a bit of a start on my introductions. Okay, so time to do some farming. This is, what is my plan gonna be? I want to make 6. I know I'm gonna be using a sprinkler, so I kind of want to lay this out like I know what I'm gonna do. What will be the layout? Maybe I will start on this top left area. We have this organized spot of dirt. We can't dig on any of these grass plots, grass squares. So I will start on the top left, knowing that I will get a sprinkler that's like a one distance sprinkler at some point. So it'll look like so. Ah, yes, the classic Stardew Valley love triangle. Me, a rusty hoe, and these suspiciously crusty parsnips. And these suspiciously crumble and these suspiciously crunchy seeds. Okay, so these ones, the parsnips, are going to be the ones that are like 3x3 sprinklers. Then there's also sprinklers that are only like 4 blocks. So the lowest quality ones. Those are the ones that I'm going to plant to the parsnips. No, you know what? It's only going to be 4 days. I'm not going to have sprinklers in 4 days. So this one will just be a 3x5. Yep. Nothing says back to the land like aggressively stabbing the dirt at 6 a.m. I'm not planting crops, I'm burying my corporate burnout in tidy rows. You know what? Before I carry on, I want to make sure I get to my chickens. I gotta pet them before it gets too late. I thought I had a Meadowland Farm. Where's my coop? Is this not the right layout? You know what? If I pick the wrong layout, I'm just gonna accept this. The layouts aren't broken, but I did have a different preference, I think. Stardew Valley, where I trade stalks for stalks. This hoe has seen more action than my dating life. Thanks, Grandpa. Hello, Emma. It's going well today. This is a brand new Stardew Valley save, so it's very exciting. I'm just trying to find my jokes. My neighbors can keep their mowers. I've got a scythe and unresolved stress. Stardew Valley, teaching you that property value is directly tied to how many trees you chop down, to how many trees you decimate. Day 1, and I'm already reenacting a lumberjack musical. I'm already reenacting a one-person lumberjack musical. Chop wood, carry water, accidentally pass out at 2 a.m. It's the farmer's way. I'm not cleaning the farm. I'm unlocking emotional acreage. Okay, so I thought I was going to go visit my chickens, but it turns out I don't have any, so I won't be adding you on Discord. Viewer on Twitch. Remember when we used to pay rent? Now I water my income daily. These parsnips are my emotional support vegetables. Just out here watering hopes, dreams, and unresolved childhood memories. Every time I water these seeds, I whisper, "Grow into something I can be proud of." You haven't lived until you've cleared 50 weeds and realized they respawn like your self-doubt. These rocks are like my bad habits, hard to break and always in the way. I like my farm like I like my mind, slowly clearing the clutter. Trees in Stardew Valley are like X's. Cut them down and they still leave stumps. Clearing this land feels like therapy, but with more splinters. So one of the strategies I'm using right now is I want to find some more seeds, some of these mixed seeds. I'll plant any mixed seeds I can find. Okay, I got the woodland. I accidentally started a woodland farm instead of a... This is actually a pretty good one too, because I get a lot of hardwood. Hardwood is very, very useful, so... Okay, I can still get some more grass. We can stay up until 2 p.m. I think I'm going to want to try to mine to get an early, better axe then. I currently can't chop those trees, those logs, because my axe isn't good enough. So how much energy do I have? I might have just enough to plant these last 2 seeds. Mixed seeds, because therapy wasn't in the starting budget. I could use maybe 1 or 2 more jokes here. I'm not a farmer. I'm a plant parent with abandonment issues. How many logs? I'm going to need a lot more logs to make a chest. I didn't get the wood I need for a chest. That's too bad. Because I will want to store some of these things away. I have a very limited inventory space. I could build a campfire. Yeah, let's build a campfire. Stardew really said, here's 15 seeds, build a legacy. Stardew really said, here's 15 seeds, go build a legacy. This is less back-breaking labor and more spine-challenging nostalgia. The soil is rich, but not richer than Joja. But not as rich as Joja Corp before I quit. But not as rich as Joja Corp. But not as rich as Joja Corp after I quit. You know it's serious when you start naming your parsnips. This one's Greg. Watering can? More like anxiety sprinkler. Day 1, and I'm already talking to vegetables. Progress. Stardew tip: when in doubt, hoe it out. This patch of dirt is the only thing in my life with structure. If I water my parsnips and cry at the same time, does it count as emotional irrigation? Hello, Misty. I've got 2 more hours of the day left. I could maybe find a little bit of forage in the south of the farm. I know there's some spring onions. Is 2 hours long enough for me to check on these spring onions? And it's hard to see. Maybe I'll just clear out some more grass. I have some time to clear out a bit more grass instead. Yep, that's probably all I can do for this first day. One hour to get to bed. I like using this fire pit. I never make fire pits. It's nice to have stuff lit up. Alright, let's check out the weather. It's gonna rain tomorrow. That will make things very easy for me, so I could maybe plant some crops. Today would be a good day to plant more crops than I know what to do with. Because it's gonna rain, so I won't have to water them tomorrow. And we have extra luck. That doesn't really matter too much at this point in the game. Just got back from a fishing trip. Come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for ya. Let's have a quick look. Okay, I don't normally do this too much. I'm gonna peek ahead and then exit out of the game. I don't do this too often, but I kind of do want to get a bit of a head start and see if there's a whole bunch of spring onions. If there's going to be a bunch of spring onions here, then I will collect them. But if not... See, now I don't have to come down here because there's no spring onions. There's this grass that's going to be carrots. There's this, that's not really worth my time. What are these, carrot seeds? Yeah, carrot seeds. Okay, so tomorrow will, I guess, be fishing day. But that's all for today. And that's a wrap on day 1 with Banterroot, parsnips in the ground, grass and stumps thoroughly humbled, and a whole town full of slightly confused but mostly polite people wondering why I talk to chickens like they're co-stars. We even built a campfire, which I never do, but turns out sitting by the glow of a pixelated flame while the crickets chirp, kind of a vibe. 10 out of 10 would dramatically monologue again. Now, small twist, turns out I accidentally picked the forest farm, not Meadowlands, so no bluegrass, but hey, daily hardwood is nothing to sneeze at. A little rugged, a little mossy, but honestly, I like it. All the farms in Stardew have their own charm. This one just said, plot twist, and I said, bet. So thanks for hanging out. We've got chickens to bond with, villagers to weird out, and a forest full of opportunity. Banterroot's just getting started.